All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. We're out in the shop here, and you know, if you guys didn't watch the last video, you should have seen, well, click a link up here. You can check it out for yourself. The LS motor that was totally destroyed from burning green here, and that thing was annihilated. We sent the piston, the block, to outer space, and you know what? I don't think it ever came back. So that motor's out, it's down for the count. I'm not sure if we're gonna put anything into this to hit up one of the events at early July, but we'll leave that on the back burner. And then we went ahead and showed you guys the GTO. So this is the 04 GTO that we're doing for the Australian build, and we're gonna do the new rectangle port LS motor for that and put the blower and stuff on that and send that over there. But I like to change things up. So why don't you turn around, Morgan, and show them what the new build is, and it is the Camaro. I don't know. I think I should be stoked, guys. You know, the GTO, nothing against the GTO, but the GTO was actually originally designed and made in Australia and then brought to America, where the Camaro was built in America for Americans. Right, Morgan? No, but seriously though, guys, we worked out some details with the importer, and you know, we already did a lot of work on this thing. So show them back there, Morgan, the back end. We've got the 9-inch rear ends already in there. We've got shocks. We've got the 4-link bars. Everything's tacked up in that, so that way everything is good to go. And we also got the tires tucked in, just like what you guys were commenting in the last video. So we've got plenty of clearance here, so we're not destroying the quarter panels when the tires are exploding. So we've got a lot of details already worked out on this car. Same thing, LS. We worked with FTI, turbo 400 transmission, 3 gears. This is something new for us, but you know what? Going to Australia, there's going to be really tough competition, so we want to make sure that we have second gear if we need to for, you know, demo burnouts, or if there's a tough track. Dog's getting into stuff. Bella. So if there's a tough track as far as like asphalt with rocks sticking out, like New York, it just ate the tires up in 20 seconds. But this is what we got going on. So Jason and I have been working on tearing the dash out, tearing all the dash pad, the metal framework. We got a mess of stuff over here as far as like the HVAC unit and all the ductwork. So all that's been torn out. So now we are going to start by putting a cage in there. But first I'm going to play a clip of another car we picked up, another Camaro for parts. And then I'll show you what the motor looked like when we pulled the pan off of burning green. And then we'll get into the new build. So sorry to just keep your guys' minds. I mean, it's probably going a million miles right now. I don't know if it's worse than mine, but it's official. It is the Camaro, 110% sure. So we have the official okay to send this. So it is crunch time. So roll cage, finish the rear end, get all the fuel cell, the wiring, the motor built, transmission from FTI, cross members, all that stuff. And then Morgan, we should throw them a little curveball. If they can help us out and locate some of them Australian style wheels that are super deep dish for the show wheels. What do you think, Bella? You like this one? No, we don't like this one. So we need the really deep dish wheel for when we have our, I call them the show wheels. When we're displaying somewhere, we need those really wide wheels. So if somebody can help us out with that, that's one thing I really need help on. You know, we've got FTI, we've got Holly, we've got Earls, all the Holly companies, Motion Race Works, Access Power, all those guys are all on board, help us out on every build, but I need somebody to help us with some wheels. So if anybody knows anyone, let me know, hit me up. Instagram, Facebook, whatever, BoostedRide. All right, let's get to the action, guys. All right, Nate, what are we doing today, bud? We're out buying more junk. So he's getting fork attachment right now for the skid steer because, sorry, it's kind of noisy here. Show them what we just bought, Haley. Another Camaro. So this is a ZL1 Camaro. I don't know, it's got a trunk and door and some rear glass, but we'll talk more about this coming up. We're gonna drag it back, get it picked up. We got the toter over there and the flatbed trailer. And I'll have to describe more, but this was, how far did we drive, Nate? Do you remember?
Like four hours.
He remembers 4 hours, because it was, are we there yet? Are we there yet? But we're here, and we're looking at it for the first time. And this guy's got an awesome Camaro that he turned into a Trans Am. I'll insert some pictures of that, but that thing was over in another building. But all right, we're gonna drag this thing back, pick it up. I'll have Haley record some of it, and we'll get her loaded up. We want to round this.
Nothing on there. One, two.
Well, Jason, we're back with a new episode. We should have probably recorded it when you turned this over, because I think there's a piece or two in there. We gotta probably quit setting it on that cord. We're gonna have that heating pad ruined. I think that's minor details.
You got a turd in your pocket?
It's minor details. Well, nice and easy.
Yeah, don't break anything.
Oh, wow. Well, I found the wrist pin. Might still be good.
Might be.
There's the rod.
Yep. It's wedge. Oh, it's this one here.
Yeah, it's yeah, spin it around there. I spun that around earlier. That's pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might
It's
be
still intact though. I mean, if anything.
Yeah.
This is probably what's the crank look like right there. Where
I don't see no nicks on it this time.
that's good. At least now once nicks are good now.
Yeah. So hopefully maybe we can just buy a new set of rods. Yeah, two rods,
and
some rod bolts, and then we'll make a new set of complete scat rods. We're not going to run these pistons anymore regardless, so I'm not going to worry about matching it up. I don't even think they make them anymore, do they, Jason? They were pretty old when we called about them. Oh, I think that's catastrophic, I guess.
Hey, at least it didn't damage the. I guess we're going to dry some.
Well, maybe. We might not be.
We could put this in that 5.3 though.
True.
Put this pump and pan.
Well, now the goal is we're going to tear... Oh, it caught the windage tree a little bit there, didn't it? Where's the piston?
BFH. Can,
Where's the piston, Jason?
let's see. That's the block, right? Yeah, that might be the piston.
Part of it.
Look at all these pieces we can give away.
Oh, man. Okay, well, we'll keep tearing it apart. I don't see a whole piston there yet. That's a joke of block, ain't it?
Too lightweight. It has to be the piston.
All right.
Feel the difference between this small piece and this small piece. Yeah, so
Well, we'll keep digging through this. We'll take this apart. But, yeah, if you guys want to buy some merch, we'll send you some pistons and chunks of rods. What else? And whatever else we find, I guess. Jason will sign all these little pieces here, too. We'll send them out to you. But, all right, well, let's tear the rest apart so we can find out if the crank's good and hopefully buy a set of rods. And then we got another motor that we're going to put together anyways for going in the GTO. Well, I think it's pretty safe to say that that was pretty catastrophic, as you might say, for the LS. And, you know, like I said, we've got the rectangle port 6-liter this time. We do have another crank. Jason said we got a set of Molnar rods. We got diamond pistons all sitting there, ready to go into that. But hopefully that crank is still good. We'll tear it apart in the future episode. But right now, back on the Camaro. So the last updates before I let you guys go here. We've got just a roll bar in here. And then we went ahead and added a couple tubes coming down to help support that back. Now we may take another tube off of this roll bar here and catch the frame rails back further in the back just to help support it maybe behind the rear end. Got all the dash stuff tore out. Now we made this dash so it's easily removable with just a matter of, I don't know, maybe like 8 screws or something. You know, you got these little screws that go in these side pockets. Couple there. I mean, it's probably maybe 10 screws if you want to keep it in there decent. So that'll be nice, and then we can get our Holley dash bezel ordered. Might even put the radio back in. Maybe when we're in Australia, we can pick up some Australian tunes or something. I don't even know if that even works over there, but yeah, that's where we're at, guys. So happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. I hope you guys are in for the new build. So names. If you guys have something different, I think we already picked one though, but you know, if somebody says something cool, I'll consider it. So comment down below. on the old comment section, but I think what we're gonna do, I'm sure everybody thinks that this is like a Killa B original, and honestly, since Cletus has Killa B, we've talked about this before, what's better than B's? We're talking like a Murder Hornet here. And what's going through my thoughts right now, I'm gonna save. But Murder Hornet is what we're thinking. And I've got like a little scheme that I'm thinking about, and yeah, with wrap and stuff like that. But comment down below. I'm not totally hooked on it, but if you guys got some ideas, like I said, I'll consider anything at this point, because nothing's set in stone. Yeah, well, I think that's going to do it for this one. Just a short one, update for Father's Day. Hope you guys enjoy this stuff, and like I said, stay tuned, because we're going to finish the roll bar. We're going to get cracking on putting on the floor in the back. I've got that transmission, like I said, coming. Actually, I got a shell coming first. FTI was willing to give me a bad case so we can get the motor down up there on top. We've got a 6-liter right there. We'll drop that in, get the Turbo 400 case in there. Then we can mock up the rest of the stuff, get this sealed up, and start running some wiring. Let's get a Dominator mounted. We're going to try and run everything, EGTs, O2s, everything we can to monitor for when it goes to Australia, so that way there's no question about anything. What's this reading? What's that reading? Hopefully it's all there, and hopefully we don't have any issues. But all right, like, comment, share, subscribe. Appreciate each and every one of you guys, and head on over to boosted-ride.com. Serious, all the pistons are getting giveaway. One good rod. We're going to call it bad just because we're going to get a pair. I've got chunks that I can send out to people, but head on over there. And you know what? We need to make a shirt when we come up with an official name for this car, so we can do an Aussie USA shirt, and proceeds will go to help support us in Australia. So stick around for that one, but help me with the name. We'll see you in the next one.